Yeah, what's good? So I caught up with the big man himself, Mr. Bmus. He's got a couple of views to drop about the riots. So what are you thinking then? What's your thoughts on the riots?
Boy, bro, I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy. Like, first of all, obviously nobody never expected it to like turn out the way it did, in terms of like the copycatting all over the country. You see what I'm saying? Like from hood to hood, and then it spread throughout the country. Nobody expected that. And the way I feel about the situation is, basically, I knew that something like that could always happen. Reason being, I come from the block just like you, I come from the neighborhood. Anybody that comes from the neighborhood sees these little youths on a day-to-day basis. They know that they bun weed and they carry themselves a certain way. They don't really give a fuck. They don't really give two fucks about nothing. So if they can get a chance to get one over on a police, they will. If they can get a chance to make some money, they will. And the reason why they probably went to that extent is because the police allowed it to happen. When the first riots first kicked off, the police allowed it to happen for however long, innit? So obviously, if people are seeing that on national TV, they're gonna think they can get away with it. So they're gonna take that opportunity, innit, to be an opportunist and take what you can take, innit. You see what I'm saying? And everybody's, talking like, oh, they can't. They're so shocked about what's been going on, a few smashed windows and all that. Like they're so shocked about it. No need to be shocked about it, man. Because you can see it coming. Man, I can see it brewing up from a long time, innit. And the wickedest thing is the way it started, innit? Was to go back to why it started, innit? Like, why did it start? Over the thing that happened in North London, yeah, we all know what happened. Because of that. Obviously, it was peaceful at the beginning, It was a peaceful protest. And then it turned how it turned because the police must have hit some young 16-year-old girl or something. They moved to her because she was asking questions about what's going on with the case, and then that's when it escalated. You see what I'm saying? That's when it escalated. You have to understand. Gun police, gun police don't mess about, innit? Gun police are called gun police, innit? For a reason. They hold guns, innit? They hold guns. And if they're gonna come out and do something with their gun on them, they're probably gonna use it. Remember that. Like, I don't know if you've ever probably been arrested by gun police before, but when they come at you, bro. They pull out the gun, they're like, put your hands up, they're on you hard, like. You'll feel your heart beating fast, innit? And if you make a false move, they might let it go. I ain't condoning what they've done, but I'm just saying if gun police come out, there's a strong possibility that they'll use their gun and pay. I don't know if they did it to get more pay. I definitely think there could be some conspiracy behind it. It's just what, innit? We don't know what their ulterior motives are or what they wanna achieve. But we do know that they don't want to see that ever happening again. So they're gonna want to try and lock down on that whole situation. They're probably gonna lock down on the youth. Make sure that this never happens again. And to be honest, the youth haven't even got much at the minute because they've taken away most of the things that we had in it. When it comes to EMA and student loans and all that kind of stuff, and even jobs, it's hard to get a job. So it's hard for the youth, and I think it's going to get even harder. That's the sad thing about it. So it's pretty serious.
So what's the next move for the government then?
Well, I think they're going to try and, I can't predict time, Miss Cleo, but I think they're going to try and lock down it. They're definitely going to try and lock down on us, innit? That's what I can definitely see happening. And the way they're portraying it now, they're trying to make it into a race thing, like it's all racial, but I don't know what they're talking about because the visuals that we saw on TV, we saw all races there. This is not a race thing. It's an urban thing. It's young people, and it's not just young, it's some old, because old people come out as well because they're opportunists. They feel like, rah, look what's happening, I can make a money too. Run out there and try and make a change. A lot of people made some money. A lot of people made money. But obviously now, a lot of people are getting nicked in it. But the bottom line is the government don't give a fuck about us. The Prime Minister don't give a fuck about us. He don't care. He's shown that in the way he handled us, in the way he set his legislations and the things that he's doing now. They don't care. They don't give a shit about us. And now that people made up a whole lot of fuss and a lot of noise and all the disturbance that we made up, that the youth have made up lately, that's what's made them kind of wake up like, oh, these kids could turn mad and they're going to try and lock down on us, but they don't really care about us, innit? They're just there to make as much money as they can and make sure that we don't make no money in it. So obviously you have to be smart. You feel what I'm saying? You have to be smart out here, serious, because it's nuts, brother, it's nuts.
So what's your take on how the police handled the situation?
They handled it shit, bro. They handled the situation shit. Which situation are you talking about? The first situation with
just with the riots, just with dealing with all the crowds and
they didn't deal with the crowds. Well, for it, they're saying they were shook. They probably were shook to a certain extent, but there's over 30,000 police in the UK. So I don't understand how they couldn't deal with the situation quicker. Because if they nipped it in the bud earlier, then it wouldn't have spread it the way it spread it, didn't it? Yeah. So I don't know if they wanted it to spread that way. I don't know if they wanted it to spread that way or they were scared, but I doubt that they were really, truly scared.
That's what I'm saying about the conspiracies, isn't it?
It's
just convenient, isn't it? All the prime ministers away, all the kids are
everybody was away. It's funny that everybody was away at that time when it took place, isn't it? That's funny, like, how did that happen? And is it really coincidence? Or, you know what I mean? So people have to use their brains, man. Start thinking about what's going on out here, man. Open up your eyes, man, and see what's going on. Use your head and get better. Do better. Feel me? Basically, it's down to us, innit? It's down to us because, as we see, government ain't really helping us right now. True, they're not helping us right now, so it's down to us to help ourselves, innit? So we need to do whatever we can do to help the youth. We need to invest in the youth. I don't understand how, like, the Prime Minister can actually sit down and think to himself, let's not invest in the youth. That don't make no sense. We all know the youth of the future. So if you invest in the youth, that means you're gonna have a better country long run, innit? Generations down the line, you're gonna have a better country. So what we need to do is invest in our youth. Invest in them, however we can do it, whatever schemes we can get together. You know, there's no more community centres really popping off too tough.
They shut down 13, innit?
That's what I'm saying, all of that shit. Obviously they must know that they do that. I mean, they're grown men, intelligent men. They know if they do these things, then they know that there's going to be some sort of reaction. Obviously there has to be. How can there not be a reaction? If you take away shit from a man, you think a man ain't going to react in some sort of way. And I'm not condoning what took place, you know, don't get it twisted. I don't want anybody to think that I'm condoning what took place. I'm just saying, I could see that something like that could happen, and I understand why it happened. So I don't understand why the media are acting so shocked, because there's not much to be shocked about.
Do you reckon that's it, or is it gonna like escalate?
I reckon it's gonna escalate in terms of how they lock us down now. Obviously they're gonna try and lock us down now, and they're not gonna want this situation to happen ever again, right? Because the way that happened, that was loose. How are you gonna let a bunch of kids just run around and just take the piss like that? And then you're talking about terrorists. Like, so what if a terrorist just got up today and they said, right, let me hit Peckham, Lewisham, and New Cross all in one day? You gotta stop them. That's what you might as well say. If they weren't gonna plan it, they just got up one day and they said, we're gonna hit all these places one time, then you got to stop it, innit? So obviously they know that they need to take certain steps to making our community safer, innit? You know, doing the jobs that they're supposed to be doing. Because if you ever work, then you're paying some of their wages. Whoever's worked before, you pay taxes, you pay some of their wages. So, you know what I mean? I just know that they're probably gonna lock down on us, and I don't think it's gonna get any better anytime soon. So it's down to us as a community, you know, like I said, as professionals, you know, like your video guy, actors, musicians, artists, whatever you may be, boxers, sports people, we need to come together and try and lay the foundation and do it ourselves, because we ain't getting no help out there. My final thoughts is, let's just get it in. Let's just do our thing and let's just get it in. That's my final thoughts.